All right, I'm going to show you how to use Google Forms to create club signups, to do your gym waivers, or take interest surveys, things like that. So I'm going to go to a new tab in Google Chrome. I'm going to click on the waffle up here in the top right, and then go to my Google Drive. Then in Google Drive, I'm going to hit New, and I'm going to go to Google Forms, and it's going to open us up a new document. The first thing you always want to do is title your document. So I'm going to click up here where it says Untitled Form. I'm going to title it Club Sign Up Form. Then you can title the document as well. When you click it, it's going to automatically fill up with whatever you titled it, but you can change it. So let's do Club Form Tutorial. Okay, and let's click away. All right, then you want to add descriptions. This is any information you want your reader to have before they start their form, instructions for filling it out. If you're doing a waiver, you put your entire waiver text right here. So I'm just going to put basic club information. Please select your club below. Clubs begin Tuesday. Clubs meet Thursday from 3:15 to 4:10. So whatever you want them to see. Then you can change your text and your font and underline all that if you want to. All right, then you have your settings up here. We're not going to use add-ons. You won't need that. This first thing, the little art palette thing, you click it and it lets you change the color and text style. I wouldn't mess with the fonts too much. I just changed the color. Let's make it blue. Exit out of that. This eyeball lets you see what your viewer filling out the form would see. We'll look at that in a little bit. You have your undo, your redo, and your send. And we'll look at all of those in just a little bit. So let's start adding some questions. So it already makes your first question box on here. So you click there. And the first thing you usually want to do is ask for your kid's name or your parent's name. So I'm going to put parent first name. It automatically starts with multiple choice, but the computer has algorithms set in it and it kind of guesses what it thinks you want it to be. So it's saying you want it to be a short answer, which I do. This makes it like an open-ended answer for them to type whatever they want. Then you can hit duplicate down here to make the same exact question the same way, or you can hit the plus sign to start a new question. I'm just going to duplicate it, and I'm going to change first name to last name. You can put parent full name on here. However, when you put it in your Google Sheets for your responses, it makes it easier if you have them separated because you can sort everything by last name. All right, I'm going to add a plus sign. Let's do student name. So here you could do like full name if you wanted to. Okay. All right, let's look at different types of questions. So a multiple choice question. What is your favorite color? Actually, let's do it for your gym. So what is your child's, let's do it for color. What is your favorite color? And then we're going to change it to multiple choice. And then you start adding what you want your ABC options to be. So let's do red, green, just add another option, blue. You don't have to add 4. You can add as many as you want. You can add more than 4. Let's do yellow and orange. If you didn't like that one of those answer choices, hit this X to remove that one and it'll take it away. All right, let's look at a different type of question. Let's do student grade level. Or in your case, you like student age. So I'm going to click the drop-down menu here. I'm going to add drop-down. So is your student in kinder, first grade, second grade, third grade? And you can keep going if you want to. All right, and then I'm going to add another one. Let's look at the check boxes. The check boxes are good for like the yes, I agree, no, I don't agree. So you can leave the question part blank. I usually click on the options and say, yes, I have read the above instructions and agree to the following, or agree to the terms. I don't know, whatever you want to say. Or no, I do not agree to the terms. You can also add images to your forms if you want to. I don't think you would need this option, but it's here. So you're going to click this little mountain portrait looking thing. You're going to upload from either your Drive or your computer. So I'm going to use my computer, hit browse. I'm just going to grab these little robotics pieces because that's what's there. And let's say identify 3 types of gears. Okay, and then you can, I'm going to change it to short answer actually. There you go. So they can just put in a blank thing. All right, this part down here, this required toggle, if it's undone, this makes it where they do not have to answer the question when they fill out the form. If it is toggled, they have to answer it or they cannot submit their form until it's done. They'll get a little error message. So let's just leave that one off so you can see what that looks like in a minute. And this here is so you can delete your questions. All right, so we've added a few questions. I don't think you'll need any of the other types of questions on here, but they're here if you want them, but you don't think you need them. All right, we're gonna hit send. Actually, let's view it first. Click the eyeball to view it. So this is what the person getting your form will see. They have their email address here. It tells them your email is recorded. We can change that if you would like. Parent first name, last name, student name. All of these with these red stars, they are required. So that required toggle is turned on. If you look down here at this one, we turned it off. You don't see that red star. So they put their parent first name. Let's say Joe. Last name is Keller. Kimberly. Keller is the student's name. What's your favorite color? Red. Grade levels is the drop-down box. So it has your options here to pick from. Let's leave it blank. And it says, oh, this is a required action. So we need to go through, pick our selection. Yes, I agree. I'm going to leave that one blank. Does it make me, and it looks like I added an extra question. I didn't mean to. And then you're going to hit submit, or if you're in your view, you can go back and edit it. Let's submit it so we can see our forms. Okay. Back in our forms. Now it shows us we have a response. Someone has filled out our form, and then you have your settings. So let's look at the send settings right now. I'm going to click on send. To send your form in an email, you're going to click this linked icon right here. I always shorten the URL. You don't have to. It just looks better and it's easier if they want to have to hand type it. And then you hit copy, and then you'll go and compose a new email and just paste that form right there in their email, and it'll send out in just the viewer mode. All right, some settings you can look at. You're not ever going to use the quiz setting. Under responses, you can say yes, collect email addresses, or no. I would always collect email addresses. That way it's easy for you to send them emails back and get a hold of them. Send responders a copy of their response. You can have when requested or always, and after they fill out their form, they'll go to email of everything they said or they agreed to. Allow response editing means after they submit their form, they can go back and make changes to their form. I don't usually allow that. I have to untoggle the restrict to users in Dallas ISD, but that's because I'm in a private security domain. You shouldn't have that if you have a basic Gmail account. And then limit to one response. I would not do this either. I would not toggle this because if you have parents and more than one child, you want them to be able to complete this form more than one time. And I think that's the only thing you need to worry about in settings. And that's it. So let's look at when you click on responses. This gives you kind of a table of everything you have. You don't really need to look at it this way. The easiest thing to do is at the top, click the spreadsheet icon up here on the right and create new spreadsheet. Yep. And it's going to open a Google Sheets for you. And everyone who fills out your form is automatically going to be, all their answers are going to be filled in here. All of your questions are on the top. Their answers are going to be down here below. Okay, I think that's it.